A lot of positivity coming into the game. You must have been extremely disappointed with aspects of what you saw this afternoon, I guess.
Yes, I was. Yeah, I think we played probably for one of the first times in my time in charge without any purpose and any conviction, and thought we turned the ball over too cheaply. I think when they caused us problems, it was down to giving the ball away too cheaply, and our offensive balance behind the ball wasn't good, wasn't switched on, wasn't concentrated. And then because of their pace and power and endeavour to try and get in around the final third, you find yourself backed up against the wall in around the final third, and they had a directness of play with balls from back to front, but a directness in the final third as well with end product and crosses and shots, and we found it difficult to deal with today.
Is there anything you can put your finger on in terms of why that might have been? Lads perhaps not playing with the kind of confidence you would like them to see them playing with?
No, I do think you get those days. I think you get the days where we want to play a certain way and a certain brand of football, and maybe at times the pitch wasn't conducive to that today. A little bit slippy, underfoot, but also we need to recognise the state of the game. We need to recognise when we need to play not a long pass, but the right pass. That's maybe a longer pass. It's not a case of putting the ball back to front needlessly. It's an area. We've got a centre forward who's very, very quick. He wants to penetrate and play off the shoulders and get down the sides of people. And I just thought we could have sometimes, as opposed to waiting for that run, that movement, sometimes the pass make his decision and get that terror to the pitch. So maybe a number of things. Maybe an off day. In saying that, I still think we create enough chances to get our nose in front, certainly in the first half.
And to that point in the first half especially, there were moments, there were flashes perhaps, and just perhaps disappointing those weren't really capitalised on.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, and it's about being ruthless in both boxes, I guess, and we haven't done that today. And the two goals, I think they're two soft goals. They had a chance in the first half where Will's made a good save. They've had a couple of efforts from distance. The two goals that they scored, we gave them. We turned the ball over too cheaply in good areas of the pitch for ourselves. But found ourselves, I keep saying, with a poor offensive balance, and they catch us, and two soft goals.
You've made very clear what you want to try and achieve here and what you want to instil here. That the 79 Harriers fans travelling home, obviously disappointed with the result, position in the league table, all that kind of thing. What would you say to them tonight?
Look, I said it. I've said it in front of them at a fans forum, and we work proactively within the working week. Maybe at times today, we had a mentality to play back and square as opposed to play through people and forwards, and that was a disappointing aspect today. Obviously we're very, very grateful of their support, and we'll continue to put the work in the training ground to try and turn it around. And I think that's my 9th game in charge now. I think it is. It's been a season of poor results, and no doubt some poor performances. For me, in my time in charge, we've probably had two and a half games worth of performances that aren't at the level I expect, and large parts of today's performance was one of those.
Tough ask next week against, certainly going forward, easily the best team in the league, top of the table of course, but with the odds stacked against the odds, sometimes you can perform in that kind of environment, can't you?
Yeah, I think nearly every one of my games, I think we faced all bar one, we faced teams that are much higher in the league than us. So it's going to be in our current league position that we're going to face that. We're going to face teams that have won more games than us, that have more momentum than us. They've had some off the back of good runs and good league form. Me being me, and listen, I'm disappointed about the performance today, but looking at players and looking at where we are, for us to be where we are and them to be 4th in the league, doesn't paint a true picture on what my eyes see. Obviously the league table doesn't lie, and that's what we've got to be very, very conscious of, and it's going to be a tough task. And looking at the board in the office with a run of fixtures, and we've got some tough fixtures coming up, and I've asked the boys about the mentality, the character, personality. We need to be a little bit more resolute, and again, I've heard post matches from the previous manager. It is both 18-yard boxes, and we need to defend ours better and be more ruthless in theirs. Taking positive away from that, we've created chances. And as I said, we had 2 great chances to get our nose in front in the first half, possibly 3 chances, and a couple in the second half. It is all about being ruthless in both boxes.